All right, we have Arizona and the 49ers this week, and what the hell happened?
It's like this is, was it the fourth blowout of the week?
Yeah.
Maybe the second biggest. I mean, at least it wasn't a, a, a
Shut up.
shutout. I'm sorry, with beer. All right. Yeah,
Drink it
shut up. But
more.
anyway, yeah. But damn, the Cardinals, dude. The Cardinals look like they did last year before Carson Palmer got hurt.
Yeah.
Maybe even better,
Uh, I think I can try to dwell on this in the late call of this week, but I guess for a little preview of this
Yeah.
one. Best team in NFC between Cards, Packers, Seattle. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'm looking forward to seeing Arizona and Seattle play because I want to know who has the best defense.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
and uh, you know, defense didn't show up for 49ers. That's for sure. And offensively, you look at Kaepernick. He had 67 yards total.
Four
Four interceptions. Yeah.
interceptions.
I mean, at
First
least when
game
Andrew
in his
Luck had that
career.
many turnovers, he still threw the ball for like 200 yards. He had
Right.
67 yards total. There's literally plays where a receiver made that in one catch this week. I mean,
I think it's become painfully obvious since they lost the Super Bowl a few years ago, and the season since. Colin Kaepernick is not Andrew Luck.
yeah,
He's arguably not even a starter,
he
in my opinion.
not when he's playing like that. Definitely not. This is what doesn't understand. I don't understand. They're putting faith in Colin Kaepernick for the third year in a row now. And he has, I mean, yeah, okay, you made the Super Bowl. I think that was a giant fluke. I think the past 2 years have proven that was a giant fluke. You
Well,
come out,
Kaepernick just came out and no one had him figured out yet. Is all
yeah,
it was.
yeah. And
In
same thing
retrospect,
happened to RG3. No one had him figured out his,
well,
his
that
rookie year,
and
and
injuries.
well, yeah. But I'm just
His
saying.
bones are made out of glass.
I'm just saying, Kaepernick. I agree with you that for him to continue being a starter, for them to put faith into a guy who's playing like this. I mean, look at what happened to Brian Hoyer. He got benched after week one, and he didn't play that
Right,
bad. You know.
right.
I mean, Kaepernick had, I guess, arguably a good game against the Vikings week one, but maybe that's just Kaepernick's whole appeal that all of his wins are flukes. Super Bowl run
The
definitely
Viking,
was.
well, in retrospect, at least after 3 weeks, the Vikings just clearly were off that game
Yeah,
for whatever
they
reason.
just weren't ready for
They're
the
better
season.
than they were.
Yeah,
They've shown that they're better than what they showed that week, and the 49ers have shown that they are far worse than what they showed that week.
yeah.
Uh, Carlos Hyde, I remember game one, had a really big game, and I'm not sure exactly what his final stat line is, but Kaepernick playing the way he's playing, I think they need to figure out how to get Hyde into the game more.
It's unfortunate when you're already getting blown out. You're down by 21, 28
Yeah,
points.
so
Like you're not gonna
you
run the
gotta
ball
throw.
anymore.
Yeah, you gotta throw the ball, but they need to first of all not get down by that much, obviously, and try to get the run game going. I think
Yeah,
if they do that, they can at least maybe have a respectable finish.
right. Well, I mean, it. Maybe we shouldn't put so much pressure on the 49ers because it could just be Arizona's just that fucking good. I mean,
Well, there
you
is
look
no
at.
pressure on them. Everyone thought they were gonna suck, so
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. But you look at what like Chris Johnson did. He had a phenomenal game, which actually I'm pissed off about because Arizona announced that they weren't going to use Chris Johnson since they didn't use him the previous week, and now he comes out there and gets
right,
two
right,
touchdowns, and I have him on my fucking bench on fantasy, but that's neither here nor there, I guess.
right.
But then look at what Larry Fitzgerald has been doing this year so far. I mean, he doesn't look like he's a veteran player at all. He looks like he's third year pro or.
Right.
Well, I guess arguably, I guess you could say he does look like a
He
veteran player
doesn't
because he
look.
knows
He
what he's
looked
doing.
right. He looked washed up the last couple of years. Let's just say
Yes,
it. He
yeah.
did
I
flat out. And he's
I
having a
honestly
career
thought like
renaissance.
I kind of thought that even last year it's probably just last year. I can't see him doing really much anything
Right.
else. And
I was kind of thinking the same way because look, his heyday of his career was the same as Troy Polamalu. They were on Madden together. They were in the Super Bowl at the same time.
yeah,
And Polamalu's gone. He's done. He retired. And all of a sudden, Larry Fitzgerald, though, having an unexpected comeback, kind of
yeah,
reminds me a little bit of maybe Favre in his 1 year with the Vikings. You know.
yeah. Or even back further with John Elway winning the Super Bowl. Very end of his
Yeah.
career.
Yeah.
Not that like he was getting washed up before that, but just like
Well,
unexpectedly.
he did have a long stretch of losing
Yeah,
important games. So,
yeah,
but yeah, Fitzgerald and Palmer and Fitzgerald actually said this last season. I remember him saying this because they were asking him about his numbers. They were asking him about the Cardinals record, asking him if he wanted to go somewhere else, and he goes, "No, we have a quarterback now. Like I feel good about this."
hmm
It's not verbatim quote, paraphrasing here,
right.
but and everyone kind of laughed at him believing in Carson Palmer. But damn, it looks like everyone else was wrong, and Larry Fitzgerald knew what he was talking about because they
Yeah.
look damn right now. You know.
There's just must be something in their practices that he just felt like super in sync with
It,
Palmer right away. Because
well,
honestly, even I did.
Pal-
Palmer
Palmer's kind of
going,
having a similar late career surge, isn't he? You know.
yeah. Not that Palmer's like ridiculously. I mean, he's not as old as like Brady or Manning or anything, but I honestly thought the same thing when I heard that Carlson Palmer was going to Arizona. That was back when Arizona was having a pretty shitty team,
Right.
already,
Right.
and I was like, oh, okay, let's see what he can do. And then now I'm looking, I'm like, oh yeah, let's see what he could do because he's doing really good.
Right. He's playing the best football of his career at
Yeah.
35.
Oh, definitely.
So, which is usually an expiration date on, except for the very few elite quarterbacks we've seen.
Yeah.
35 is usually about it.
Yeah.
So it's very impressive.
Yeah.
It's even similar to his predecessor, Kurt Warner. Kind of fell off after the Rams
It
and
is.
went to the Cardinals and got him to a Super Bowl.
I think that's what I love about the Cardinals for like the past 10 years is that apparently like they just like revive the life into these old players for like one last shot.
Yeah. Uh, so yeah, Cardinals contender. I got them pegged at maybe arguably get the number one seed from the Packers.
I know.
Who I have as the number one seed right now, but I've got
They're
them
the
pegged as
scariest
number
threat.
2. I've got them pegged as second best NFC team right now. 49ers I have pegged as maybe not the worst NFC team, but they're down there.
Oh yeah.
They're
Cool.
down there. So
I think two games to look out for because the NFC South is matched with the West this year, correct? Or are they the East?
I believe it's the East. I think the North and the West are matched.
Okay, I know the North and the West is start. I should have known that answer from knowing that. But anyways, Packers and Cardinals do play very late in the season this year, so
That's going to be an important game.
it's going to be
too.
an important game for both teams, and it's definitely going to show who truly is the number one seed. So that's something to really look forward to.
And maybe metaphorically and maybe literally.
Yeah.
The winner of that game is probably going to be seeded higher than the loser.
Yeah.
Just realistically.
I think realistically they're going to have very similar records by that time too.
Right. That could be what it comes down to. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to see what Arizona does next week too. So sounds good.